Welcome to It's About ChatGPT, the show where we explore the latest developments in natural language processing and AI. I'm your host, Grace Johnson, and today we're talking about ChatGPT prompt engineering. Joining me is Brad Howard, a senior engineer at ChatQ AI Technologies with expertise in natural language processing. Brad, thanks for being here.
Grace, thanks for having me. I'm excited to dive into the topic of prompt engineering with you.
Great. So let's start with the basics. What is prompt engineering and how does it relate to ChatGPT?
At its core, prompt engineering is about designing effective prompts that can be used to generate human-like text with ChatGPT models. Prompt engineering is all about crafting a set of instructions or a question that can elicit a response that is both coherent and relevant.
Interesting. So, how does one go about creating effective prompts for ChatGPT models?
Well, there are a few key things to consider when creating a prompt. First, you need to think about the specific task that you want the model to perform. Then, you need to carefully design the prompt so that it elicits the desired response from the model.
That makes sense. Can you give us an example of how prompt engineering is used in real-world applications?
Sure, one example would be in the field of customer service. Let's say you're building a ChatGPT-based customer service agent. The prompt would need to be designed to elicit responses that address the customer's specific questions or concerns.
That's a great example. So, what are some of the challenges that come with prompt engineering for ChatGPT models?
Well, one challenge is finding the right balance between specificity and generality in the prompt. You want the prompt to be specific enough to elicit the desired response, but not so specific that it limits the model's ability to generate diverse and creative responses.
That's definitely a balancing act. So, how do you evaluate the effectiveness of a prompt for a ChatGPT model?
There are a few metrics that we use to evaluate the effectiveness of prompts, such as perplexity and diversity. Perplexity measures how well the model can predict the next word in the generated text, while diversity measures the variety of responses that the model can produce.
Fascinating. It sounds like prompt engineering is an important part of building effective ChatGPT models.
Absolutely. Prompt engineering is essential for getting the most out of ChatGPT models and making them more useful in a variety of applications.
That's all the time we have for today's episode of It's About ChatGPT. Join us next time for part 2, where we'll be discussing the latest research in prompt engineering and how it's advancing the field of natural language processing. Thanks for listening.